Krista here with XFIZ Fit, yet again for another technique video. In this video we're going to go over push-ups and two different variations that I like to use because they challenge the core a little bit more. So let's first go over push-up technique. So keep in mind that at any given time you can always opt to do any of these variations with a bench or a chair, or on the wall, or any elevated surface, placing your hands on any elevated surface to modify or make it a little bit easier until you build strength to be able to do them on the floor. Okay, so initially, when you first start to do them on the floor, I recommend doing them on your knees. But again, same technique applies there, just as a normal push-up, just on your knees. So, okay, push-up position. First, we're going to talk about bone stacking. Bone stacking means we're basically going to make a tower. It's easier to balance when our bones are all stacked right perfectly on top of each other, as opposed to being slightly off, yeah? I think that makes sense, but I always feel the need to tell people. So first we're going to bone stack our hands and our arms, yeah? So we're going to make sure that our shoulder is right on top of our hand, and same thing with our other hand, and I'll show you from the front. Make sure that you're not like too wide. I see this all the time, people doing like crazy wide hands with their push-ups, and it just like puts more pressure on your wrists, and it doesn't feel good, and it actually is making the exercise harder on your body. So yeah, don't do that. You don't need to do that. That's just craziness. Okay, so basically we're going to find that position with our hands right underneath our shoulders, and again, not too wide, just right underneath where our shoulder width is, okay? So once we find that position and our bones are stacked, then we're going to engage our core. So at this point, you're going to think about directing your tailbone down and lifting up through your belly button, yeah? Lifting up through your belly button and kind of pushing the wall or the floor or the bench or whatever you're on away, yeah? So you're directing tailbone down and pushing away, almost like cat-cow, yeah? You're gonna do push away. Once you find that position, you're going to extend your legs out just like so. Now you're in a good push-up position, yeah? No piking, no sagging butts, yeah? If those two things happen at any given point while you're doing push-ups, that means your form's compromised. You need to either stop and rest or go to an easier level, aka say you're doing them on the floor and your butt starts to sag. Okay, do them on the wall. Or you know, try on your knees first to finish out your set. Okay, so you can always do the harder way first until your form gets compromised, and then go to your easier way and finish out your reps. Yeah, that's always my recommendation. Anyhow, okay, so we find our good push-up position, bam, bam. Last thing, in just like a regular push-up, I see a lot of people do like elbows way out. Ouch. That's going to just like put a lot of pressure on your shoulders, and it's not actually going to work your chest, which is the point of this exercise. So don't do that. Always keep 45-degree angle, elbows kind of in closer towards your body, yeah? So elbows, go elbows back and back up. And with this, you really want to think chest onto the floor. Chest on the floor, not chin or stomach or hips or whatever the heck people have been telling people. Chest on the floor. So it looks like this, chest, and then back up. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know, my hair was kind of in the way, my bad. Anyways, touch your chest to the floor and then push back up with your arms and your chest, and keeping your core nice and engaged. Yeah, one straight line from your head to your heels. Okay, so two different variations of push-up that you might see in my home workout program. Shoulder tap push-up, okay? So this is basically, I'm just gonna like tap push-up. Again, we're going to find our bone stacked position, core engaged, tailbone down, do our push-up, and then I'm going to tap each shoulder one time. Yeah? Push-up, shoulder tap, one time. Okay, so I'm not the greatest example of that version because I kind of shift a lot, if you noticed. But ultimately, you want to try to stay perfectly still, tap the shoulder, and then come back down without shifting all crazy like that. Yeah, I shift a little bit, and it's not necessarily the end of the world if you're shifting. I still do them because it does help to build your muscles, but as long as you're consciously thinking, stay still and solid, you're good. Okay, so last push-up variation is push-up with a twist. So this one, you're going to do a push-up, and then you're going to go into a side plank. Super awesome. I know. You're welcome. Okay, so again, find that bone stacked position, core engaged, tailbone down. You're going to do your push-up. And then I just like to keep arm by my side. Again, you want to find one straight line from your head to your heels. Yeah? And then come back. Push up, other side, one straight line, head to your heels, and then back. So that's basically your push-up with a twist. If you're feeling crazy and that's like still not doing it for you, you can always add, say, I did my push-up and it was beautiful and it was great, and now I'm in my side plank and I almost fell, but that's okay. I can always add an arm. If you're feeling extra crazy, you can add a leg and then back in, yeah? So pretend I just did my push-up, arm and leg, back in. Yeah? That's another way to make it harder. You're welcome.